Hi, I'm sitting here with Konstantin Gladych from Changelly. Thank you very much for joining us here in the two white chairs.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
So you just got off stage talking about Changelly and also about exchanges. How was the presentation? How did it go?
Really love it. I have prepared a really strong technical presentation. I think it's a bit maybe complicated for the audience, but I discussed all the aspects of centralized services, all the advantages of centralized exchanges, and about instant exchange services like Changelly or Shapeshift. And I also talked about on-chain solutions, and I did an overview of many services trying to build decentralized economy.
So now we're talking about exchanges. It's not, we can't ignore Goldman Sachs and Circle.
Right.
What is your opinion on kind of more traditional financial institutions entering the same environment and the same market?
I think it's a good sign for all the market. It means that regulation will not be so strong in the future. If Goldman Sachs understand, okay, it will be a highly regulated market and you cannot even trade to get licenses, and I think they will not do a business. And now I see that Goldman Sachs was applied to BitLicense, and they are building a service for institutional investors. Coinbase is doing the same thing. And actually, I'm expecting the next wave when it's happening. Because now this market is pretty small.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, in terms of market capitalization, we're talking a lot about that today.
Yeah.
In terms of, the entire crypto market capitalization compared to any other, major industry or markets, we're still a small fish.
Yeah.
So where do you see like the kind of the next big step in regulation coming out? Because that is, of course, something that we talk about a lot in the blockchain space, and especially around cryptocurrency. What kind of regulation are you expecting to come out here in the next coming months?
To be honest, I don't have such long-term expectations like markets should be regulated or not. I'm not happy with the regulation for sure, but I understand that it should be because it's a lot of fraud. It's a lot of scam projects like ICO scam. They're trying to take your money and etc., etc., etc. But the nature of the Bitcoin is decentralized.
Yes.
And services around the Bitcoin should be more decentralized. And Coinbase now is like a bank. You deposit funds to Coinbase and the funds are not belongs to you anymore. So, but I understand if you want to make crypto available for more and more people, it should be regulated market. I'm really happy with Japan. What they did with the regulation. So Bitcoin is the official payment instrument in Japan. But if you want to trade in Japan, you should get a license. And it's a long queue in Japan.
Yeah, you can imagine, yeah. It's a lot of companies are coming to the same realization that, regulation is required in this kind of economy.
It should be a balance between regulation and what customer needs, and between the freedom. But in the long term, I expect decentralized services, decentralized solutions will gain more traction, will gain more popularity, especially the wallets who don't hold your keys, you own the funds. It's pretty cool.
So another thing we've talked a lot about here is about community and building the right ecosystem of companies and partners to work with. And Changelly being one of the prominent exchanges, do you feel the same importance to help other blockchain companies or to actually build this positive ecosystem?
That's a good question. We are trying to educate the market because we are like a front end for the newbies. The people asking a lot of stupid questions. What is Bitcoin address? How I can buy Bitcoins to my home address or to my email? It's the most popular question.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. The private address.
Yeah. In December we experienced 35,000 new customers every day.
Wow.
It's like the small city coming to you and asking you just sell me Bitcoins. And we are trying to educate them. We are doing the guidelines for those people. For sure, we support community, we support developers. We always sponsor in Ethereum conferences, and because the people trying to build something new, trying to build on top of the blockchain technologies. And I know almost all the blockchains who are working on the crypto space now, they're trying to compare it to Ethereum. So yes, and I'm really happy with that. And I understand that we need more cases. We need more implementations. Because the huge companies are working on the pilot projects, trying to build part of their business, to move the part of their business processes to the blockchain. But I understand the market is moving really slow because it's enterprises.
So a lot of things, yeah, you're running about over 100 altcoins right now on Changelly, but that is not all the altcoins available in the market, far from. So I think you already know where the next question is going to go. Where does the limit go? Should all coins be available? Should there be some kind of check and balance for what coins get available on the platform? Or what's your opinion on where Changelly should go with that?
Usually when we decide to list any altcoin, we are looking at the community first. How the community is active, how many token holders how many exchange volume on the exchange partners. Is we an exchange broker, or we are hedging the deals on Binance is our partner, Bittrex, HitBTC, Poloniex, and a few smaller exchanges. We are trying to understand how huge is the market for that altcoin, for sure. And I see that let's say about maybe 10 altcoins. Most of the altcoins now is based on Bitcoin forks. Bitcoin forks with something blah blah blah, with smaller blocks or bigger blocks or smaller mining time, like 1 minute or 30 seconds. And other altcoins is actually not altcoins, tokens, but it's not so big market. And exchange volume, the biggest exchange volume is still going through the cross-blockchain transactions. I suppose it's happening because altcoins have a long history.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. We are not going to list all the altcoins. If you talking about technical integrations and technical moments, it's pretty hard to support all the altcoins.
Of course.
Wallets are crashing, like 51% attacks happened with Verge currency recently, and with Bitcoin Gold. And so if you see like exchange volume is small, we don't want to list it.
So would you drop a coin if there comes a point where it might present, for example, in that case, as you mentioned, like a 51% attack, or if the coin has been in a lower trading volume?
Usually we are trying to support coin as long as it's possible. And if we see that wallets is not updated and if attack is happening, we just shut down the deposits and shut down the trading and waiting for what's happening on the markets. For sure, if we realize that support costs us a lot and it's low trading volume, we usually just switching off the currency, and if we see any reasons, we can get back the coin on Changelly. Yeah, sometimes it's happening.
So, one of the questions I've been asking a lot of individuals, especially individuals who are very deeply in the community, such as yourself, is what is the largest trend or the largest kind of next milestone that you expect that is going to really propel the entire blockchain community into a more mainstream media?
I expect few things. For sure, I expect competitors to Coinbase. Maybe Circle will build it, and this will be a huge movement for the market. And also, I expect Telegram ICO. ICO doesn't happen for Telegram. It was only private sale, but I expect the delivery. Because million and million users will go to crypto in their pockets, in their wallets, and we'll see what's happening. And I know that Binance has invested to similar projects, guys who was really close to messengers, like private message and Signal. Yes, it was the Signal founder guy. That's why I expect more adoption. And also I expect technology improvements, like side chains. I'm really impressed with the Lightning technology. I know it's a bit centralized through the gateways and most likely like Visa or MasterCard, but it's the only way to scale on blockchain.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I expect more and more merchants for sure will accept Bitcoin, but until the Bitcoin price is highly volatile, people don't want to pay with Bitcoins.
Yes.
Because it's really hard to fix the price. But as for us personally, we are paying for many partners in Bitcoins or Ether. I will pay for advertisement with Ether, with publications and with all the stuff. And many of my friends are doing the same. It's still small, but one of my friends, now he's working on the blockchain, and he has about 80 people in his team, and he pay only in Bitcoins. And even the people asking, I want dollars, just make a wire transfer. He told, here's Coinbase payments or BitPay payments. You need to register or you need to pass a KYC. It will take like, let's say 1 or 2 days. And after that, I can send you Bitcoins. And all those people did that.
That is one way of implementing it,
Yeah, he's teaching people. And I'm imagined how it's pretty simple to transfer money with Bitcoin. If I need to do a wire transfer outside Europe, and in most of the cases it's just, oh no, I don't want to do that. Please send me your Bitcoin address and I send you money.
I mean, that's one of the things we talk about a lot also is, you know, we got to either kind of figure out a way to actually tell others of the simplicities of using cryptocurrency, because a lot of everyday consumers are actually, they're kind of threatened, or not threatened, but they feel very, like it's overwhelming. It's kind of mentioned like private address, home address, send me some Bitcoin to my home. It's a lot of education in these fields.
Absolutely. On Changelly, we have about 2 million registered customers, and we are trying to educate, we are trying to help those guys. We are trying to answer the stupid questions, we are preparing the guides, we have, and I'm in contact with many of my partners, wallets and other exchange services, and they are doing the pretty same things. Like on Changelly, we have a small chat. You may ask any questions there, you may check our knowledge base. And the next support you will get the answer in real time from real people.
Fantastic. Yeah. Making it a lot easier for everyone to kind of get on the platform. Would you say that moving forward, everyday consumers, their first portal to actually accept crypto? Because we kind of talked a little bit about Signal and Telegram, and you know them being one of the first introductions to people to crypto. Would you say that it will be a mixture of like messaging platforms, consumer platforms, or where do you think users would really have their first experience in the?
If you see the experience in China with WeChat, people paying with WeChat everywhere. It's a centralized solution, but they don't care about it because it's so simple. Just pay with WeChat, scan a barcode. If it's the same, it will happen with Bitcoin or any other coins based maybe on other blockchain. Maybe Telegram will integrate it, and it's pretty nice because people are sitting in the messengers. Even me, I love messengers more now. I love Twitter and I love messengers. And many tons of groups, tons of content and discussions are happening in Telegram or WhatsApp. WhatsApp is planning to make opening groups similar to Telegram. And if they will issue its own cryptocurrency, this will be huge.
That'll be great for the environment. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Konstantin, for joining us. Really appreciate it, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.